The best jobs are the ones with less people. I've worked a few jobs in my years of work. My first job, I think I started first job I started working when I was like probably like 17, 18, probably like 17. Dunkin' Donuts. And after Dunkin' Donuts, it was Subway. And after that I transferred to another Subway, then a different Subway. And after that it ended up being a Buffalo Wild Wings, Olive Garden, Champ Sports, a delivery company, which I can't say the name because what I'm saying, I sued that company and stuff like that. It was a lawsuit and I can't talk about it anymore. And now my current job. My current job is at a pizza place for a family owned business at a pizza place, right? I do prep. I prep the pizzas, the dough and sauce and stuff like that. Out of all the jobs that I mentioned, that I named, this job that I'm currently working now is the best job. The best job that I've had out of all those other jobs. Not the best financially, not the most lucrative, but just the best jobs as far as I enjoy my job. I like my work. It doesn't stress me out. You know what I'm saying? The consistency, you know, the people I work with. There's not many people. I literally, on an average, literally 4 days out of the week, I work with the same three people. It's me and three other people. And then on the weekends, it's like three more extra people, maybe like that. So I would say a total of three people I work with, and on the weekends, besides myself, a total of 5 to 6 people. A lot of jobs with more people are the jobs that stress you out, the jobs that you have a hard time, the jobs that you end up quitting or getting fired from, because you're dealing with so many different egos, so many different mentalities, so many different types of people, maybe from different ethnic backgrounds that have certain bad habits or bad tendencies, lazy work performance. A lot of the times you work a job, you may have your own task, somebody else may have their own task, but you end up finding yourself doing their task or picking up the slack. You may find those one or those few employees that, are very nosy, always in your business. It's hard working with multiple people, man. Those are the jobs that are difficult. But when you work with a small amount of people, like I said, a family owned business, the same people, you know what to expect. A lot of times you don't know what to expect. When I was working in a delivery job, when I was working at, Olive Garden, a lot of times I didn't know what to expect walking into that job. Am I going to walk into a mess? It's going to be really busy. Am I going to walk into to a bunch of tables I got to take over? I forgot to mention I also worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. And I was a shift manager at Buffalo Wild Wings. It was like a revolving door. Always had new servers that I had to make sure they did their job, rolled their silverware, cleaned their section correctly. Being a shift manager, man, was a real eye opener when it comes to working with multiple people, a bunch of new faces. Oh, I know this one. I know this one tries to get away without rolling silverware. I know Clarissa, she likes to try to get away without sweeping under her table correctly. I always find crumbs and straw paper towels under her booths all the time. Oh, I know Brittany. Brittany is gonna try to smile and bat her eyes, and she's gonna try to leave early. Working with a bunch of people, man, dealing with different emotions, different bad habits, different forms of laziness. It was stressful as a shift manager because I had to make sure that if I let them go early and they didn't get their job done, I had to pick up the slack or I had to put it on to somebody else. I had to say, listen, Clarissa, Brittany, she left early. Can you clean under her tables? She had an emergency. Now I got to get pushed back from Clarissa. Why every time you always asking me why she always get off the hook early? Now I gotta deal with her pushback. Now I gotta put her in her place and tell her, listen, just do what you're told, or you're gonna get written up. I shouldn't even have to deal with all that. But when you dealing with multiple people, it becomes stressful. I remember one time, man, there was the manager when I was working at the Buffalo Wild Wings. This my light just went out, but y'all should be able to still see me. This server chick, she ended up calling her boyfriend, having her boyfriend pull up to the job, trying to fight the manager just because the manager scolded her because she was eating on the clock. He told her to clock out for her break. She said she forgot, but it wasn't the first time she's done that. And he told her, like, listen, you can't be doing this. Next time you do this, man, I'm gonna have to send you home. You know what I'm saying? I may have to send you home and tell you not to come back for a week. And decide if I even want you back at all. She didn't like it. She didn't like his tone. She let her boyfriend know. And she knew her boyfriend was a nut job. Showed up to the job trying to fight, man. Like I said, man, I work with 3 other people on a day-to-day basis for the most part. So less stressful, man. When I was working for the delivery job, going into people's houses, assembling furniture, taking stuff out, putting stuff in, dealing with different people's weird tendencies, house stinking, people being dirty, people being weird, not prepared for us to come. Stressful, man. Every day I'm delivering furniture, seeing new faces. Sometimes I'm seeing the same faces sometimes. I'll see the same customer. I'll never forget there was this one couple, man. I swear we went to their house. I went to the house a good 3-4 different times with different drivers, different teams. Because it was either me and one driver or me, a driver, and another helper. Because they kept messing up the sofa. It was a like an L-shaped sofa, but they wanted the L to be on the right side, and they kept sending the one on the left. They kept getting it wrong. You know how embarrassing it was? And they remember my face after like the second, third time. You know how embarrassing it was to keep going to these people's houses? And I don't even know. Sometimes you don't know where you're going to be going. You know what I'm saying? Until you get the GPS, you're already in the truck and you're starting to go. You're like, dang, this address sounds familiar. I was like, dang, I'm going back to these people's house again? It's embarrassing. And of course, you're not going to get a tip. They already tipped the first time when they thought you had it right. They're not going to tip the 3-4 times you coming back. It's not their fault you messing it up. Those are just a few examples. But yeah, man. Working with keeping a small circle. It's good to keep a small circle of friends outside of work, and it's good to have a small circle of employees at work. Why do you think you always hear drama about Amazon? Amazon stories about people cheating and getting caught cheating. And I just recently did a video talking about the dude who unalived the other dude over a female. They both were screwing or dating. Working with a bunch of people, man. It happens. It happens. You always got to worry about somebody trying to trick you up out your position. Working with multiple people. You never know who's out to get you. You never know who's actually a good coworker or somebody who wants to trick you up out your spot. Because there are certain jobs, certain positions, like when I was in a warehouse job before I went delivery, I was assembling furniture. And there were dudes that were below me that wanted to do the job I was doing inside the warehouse. Dudes was trying to be cool and trying to be friend, and I could sense some dudes, man, these dudes want my position, man. They're trying to get me in trouble. They're trying to get me up out of here. Saying they're gonna help me. Now they cutting my furniture, cutting the sofas up, open them up out the box all wild, breaking stuff on purpose. And then when you break something, when you come in for work the next day, you gotta rebuild it again. And that's just setting you back from what you have to do the next day. That's one example of somebody trying to trick you up out your position, trying to make you do extra work, mess it up for you. But you thought they were trying to help you. No, they want your position. It's another thing you got to worry about when you work with multiple people, a bunch of people at a job. You also got to worry about people wondering why you so quiet, why you stay to yourself, why you don't have much to say, why you come to work and go home. When it's a smaller setting, people know, man. That's just how he is. It is what it is. He does his job. Oh, well. But when you work with a bunch of people, you got all eyes on you. Who's this new guy? Why is he the oddball that's quiet, eating by himself at lunch, doing his work by himself, not asking for help? Who does he think he is? Coming in early, showing it up a few minutes early, asking if there's anything extra he could do. But he doesn't talk to us. He thinks he's too good to conversate with us. Who's this guy think he is? Now they jealous because they can't get to know you, get to know about you. This is stuff you got to worry about when you work at a job with a bunch of people. We got to work, man. We got to pay the bills. We got to put food on the table. Some people are able to do that and use some of the money to invest into their future. Whether that's into their own business, whether that's into stocks, or whatever whatever your endeavors are. So you want to make sure that it's not stressful. You don't want to work a job just because the money's good. You want to work a job that the money helps you get by, or not just get by, it helps you, survive and do whatever else you need to do. But you also want to make sure you enjoy the job, you enjoy the people you work with. You don't have to be buddy best friends, but you just want to make sure that you can go to work and not feel like, oh, I know they judging me in their mind. They're going to be staring at me. They're going to be acting funny towards me. This one's going to be doing this. That one's going to be doing that. I already know it's going to be a long day today. I'm working with, you know what I'm saying? Some people really got to wake up and say, oh, man, today's Tuesday, man. Man, Andre work every Tuesday, man. I can't stand this dude. You know how many people say that? Maybe you watching, you say that. It's Tuesday, man. I got to go on with Andre. I can't freaking stand Tuesdays. I want to call out today. Rest of my weeks be good, man. But this dude, Andre, man, he be lazy. Because sometimes certain jobs you forced to work with people. If you're working a job currently where you work with a bunch of people and you realize that, yeah, man, working with so many people, dealing with so many different mentalities, so many different egos, and it's overwhelming. I would rather have a job in a smaller setting, or I would rather work from home or invest. Listen, keep your head down, keep grinding, stack your money. Maybe there are certain hobbies or your money is going towards something, maybe once a week, or, a certain bill that you could, not a bill, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe a certain hobby or something that you like to do that you do every month or every week that you could maybe put on hold for 6 months to a year just to save some extra money, man. Save some extra money so you could leave that job and start your own business, or go to a job where maybe you take a pay cut. Maybe you lose $2-3, but you're happy with the job. It's stress-free. The people don't bother you because it's not that many people to bother you, or you're working from home. Whatever you decide. You know what I'm saying? If you came across this video, it's because, not only because if you're not subscribed to the channel because you're a subscriber, but because God wanted you to see this video, because it's hitting home for you, because all the people you work with are driving you crazy. They're stressing you out. And you want to find a way out, but the money is good. You're comfortable. A lot of people be comfortable, man. A lot of people be stressed out and comfortable. You can't be stressed out and comfortable. Can't do it. All right? We want to be happy and comfortable. That's the way. There's always a will when there's a way. There's always a way when there's a will. That's it, right? Hit the like button for your boy, man. Subscribe to the channel. Share if you haven't already. Share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm saying everything backwards, man. I'll catch you next one. Peace and love.